Whew. Welcome to the hangover episode. I do not feel I should be asleep right now. This is going to be rough. You guys. You know your girl likes to drink, you know your girl doesn't have a problem, but I do like to go out and have 1 too many, 3 too many, 4 too many, and I don't ever know when to stop because I'm having so much fun, and I'm like, hey, we're doing it, yes, we're all here, and we're having fun, and we're partying, and like, let's keep drinking, and it's all well and good until you wake up the next morning, and your liver's on strike for unsafe work conditions, and you want to die. I sat up from bed this morning, and my head hurt so bad. I just immediately I heard this is the second week in a row where the garbage man in his garbage truck has seen me frantically sprinting the trash cans to the curb in my pajamas, definitely hungover, hair all askew, hoping to get my trash cans down to the curb in time as he's slowly creeping down my street. This has been 2 weeks in a row. So here I am. I'm laying in bed, and I'm so hungover, and I want to die. And then you hear that low, creepy, scary rumble of the garbage truck, and I just sat up, just like, oh no! And then my head pounded so hard, I'm like, oh, actually, yeah. Yes, we're gonna stay in bed for a few more minutes. I didn't. I stayed for about 3 seconds and then thought I got to get the trash cans down. And then I sprinted and I made it just in time. And that's a great thing that I accomplished today. But I sang at an awesome event last night at Dragon Ridge Country Club. And there was fireworks. There was like a big stage. And I got to like sing for all these people. And there was a dance floor. And the whole thing was like lit, dude. It was lit. So I had a great time. Hangovers happen, right? What does Lemmy say? You only get a hangover if you stop drinking. So no energy drink for me today. We're going to go straight liquid death. First order of business. It's episode 75. Welcome to episode 75. Shout out to Danica and Candace. Big fans of the show. Really big fans. Maybe number one fans. They're awesome. Hey, shout out. Hey, I miss you guys. They came to visit me recently in Vegas, and they're the two sweetest little girls ever. And we went to Bellagio, and we saw the big fountains, and I was like, so we just had a grand old time, and I want to shout them out. So I'm here to talk about the Disney Channel promos. This came across, oh my God, you guys. This came across my feed again today, and in my hungover state, I've just been moving like molasses all day. I spent 5 entire minutes, trying to figure out why my mic wasn't recording. I got everything set up, which took me way too long, moving like molasses, moving slower than a snail. Couldn't figure out why the mic wasn't recording. Finally looked down, not plugged in. Yes, good job, not plugged in. Not even close to being plugged in. There's no wires. I don't know what I was thinking there. I was like turning off settings. I was like restarting programs. I'm like, what is going on? It wasn't plugged in. But anyway, so everybody remembers the old Disney Channel promos, right? Where you had the actor, the Disney Channel star in front of a white background, and they were like, hey, it's me, Lizzie McGuire. Wait, what's her actual name? Hey guys, it's me, Hilary Duff, and I'm from Lizzie McGuire, and you're watching the Disney Channel. And then they would proceed to take their wand. They were given a wand as a prop and draw Mickey Mouse ears at the bottom of their screen. Now, we've seen this promo a million times. And we've seen Mickey Mouse a million times. We know what the dude looks like. We know what these ears look like. And all of these actors draw it so poorly. It's so bad. Okay, we're going to watch it right now. And I think the first one is Hilary Duff. Let's watch these Disney Channel stars. I can totally rag on them because I'm a Nickelodeon kid and we're way cooler. So let's watch these, not that one. Let's watch these Disney Channel stars together try to draw Mickey Mouse ears. Let's see how it goes.
Hey, I'm Hilary Duff from Lizzie McGuire, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Just phones it in. Just phones it in. And her awkward little at the end. That's so funny. Yeah, it just she did okay, right? She did like the one ear and then the other ear. And that's fine, I guess, but it's not that hard of a drawing. It's not that hard to air draw the Mickey Mouse ears. It's the one ear, and then you go across for the head, and then you go to the other ear. Is this hard? Is this hard? Because no one can do it. Let's keep watching. So awkward, so awkward. One more for safety.
Hey, I'm Hilary Duff from
Hey.
Lizzie McGuire, and you're watching Disney Channel.
She's all over the place. That one wasn't even close. Dude, the awkward. Let's watch it again.
Hey, I'm Hilary Duff from Lizzie McGuire, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Really bad drawing. You got the one big ear, and then she kind of scribbled, and then it just went way high, and it was too thin, and it wasn't good at all. And look, it'd be one thing. They're focusing on their acting. That's fine. They're trying to look pretty on camera. I get that. But this is not like a full scene. These are not like a lot of lines that they need to memorize. They have to do two things. They have to say one sentence to the camera, and then they have to accurately draw the top of Mickey Mouse's head. 2 tasks. That's not hard. Look, I know actors are dumb, because I am one, but for the most part, I'm going to say, I could do that. I could do that. Hey guys, it's me, Lisa Foyles, and you're watching the Disney Channel. Okay, wait. I already messed up. Because I swiped this way. You got to start with your hand down. You got to start with the hand down. That's what they did. Okay, here we go. Take 2. Hey guys, it's me, Lisa Foyles, and you're watching the Disney Channel. One ear across another ear. Hey guys, it's me, Lisa Foyles from Cadet Kelly. I was in the background of 3 scenes. You probably don't remember me. Anyway, you're watching the Disney Channel. There, I went backwards. I did it the other direction. That had to have been better than what they do. Let's watch more. Let's watch more. Oh, Raven Simone.
Okay. Hi, I'm Raven from That's So Raven, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Oh, she has like a power stance. Really bad. All over the place. Doesn't even try. Is not even trying. You can really tell she's like annoyed in this promo. She's not having a good day. It's okay. We've all been there. But she just goes all over the place. I'm so sorry to the audio listeners, but you've seen this video. If not, go on YouTube and search for, it's like awkward Disney Channel wand IDs, the promos or whatever. Just search for that and you'll find. It's not hard to find. It has like 20 million views because it's so funny. But yeah, they're trying to draw at the top of the mouse. They can't do it. And they're so bad. And Raven just doesn't even try. She's just like, It's just like 6 lumps. It's 2 lumps. It's 1 lump, a line, and another lump. It's not hard. Oh my gosh, my head hurts.
Hi, I'm Raven from
Hi.
That's So Raven, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Disney Channel. Oh, I like her stance though. Okay, that wasn't. Oh, she lost it at the end. She does like this Tinkerbell stance, which I appreciate. All the other kids just kind of, stand there and then do the thing. She gets like a stance, right? She goes all Tinkerbell on it, and she's gonna go draw those ears, and she does the one ear, and she does kind of the middle lump, still too big, and then she goes for the other one. We think she's there, and then she ends it with just like a big scribble. This is not hard. This is not hard.
85, please.
So annoyed.
Draw.
What is she do? Oh, we got Tia and Tamara.
Hi, I'm Jake Thomas from Lizzie McGuire,
fine.
and you're watching Disney Channel.
So bad. He was at least. Oh, he failed. Jake Thomas was at least trying. His wasn't too terrible, but then he tried to flip the wand at the end and catch it, and he didn't. So
Is my
that's
outline okay?
I don't even know who this girl is. She's like a redhead?
I'm like going way over here. Is that cool? Hi, I'm Annalisa, and you're watching the Disney
I
Channel.
don't think I know her. Do I know her? What are you doing? No! That looks like a duck. She made a duck.
Hi, I'm
She made a
Annalisa,
really
and
good
you're
duck.
watching the Disney Channel.
Okay. Goes rogue, makes a duck. That is a duck. They get too squiggly at the end. Oh my gosh, stop making noise. Don't ever make noise. Oh, especially not today. I can't do loud noises. But anyway, so promos, I did a lot of those. Promos are, these little, short little commercials. They're promoting something. I'm so fidgety today. But here's my problem with the promos that we always did on all that. It was very, very rarely the same crew as who worked on the actual show. So we were used to our director, and we were used to our crew, and our, the stagehands, the producers, and the ADs, and just everybody, working the lights. Like, we're friends with everybody. It was always a fun, comfortable environment, and they knew us, and we were just jiving. It was great. But then we do these promos, which we had to do fairly often, and every single time. I don't know if it's every single time. I'm kind of generalizing here, but for the most part, every time we did a promo is a totally new crew, new director I'd never met, new producers, new wardrobe people, usually we got our same makeup people if we were lucky, but many times we didn't. Just a whole new brand new crew of people. And I could tell so many times that they didn't really know us that well. They maybe didn't watch the show because they would just be like, "Hey guys, I'm so excited. We're gonna shoot this promo, and let's kind of figure out who all you guys are. So you're probably the fat one, and you the cool guy, and you're the cute girl, and you're probably the hot girl. Okay, so we're just gonna do that." We'd stare at them like, you don't know us at all. To be fair, pretty accurate what you just said. Pretty accurate. I'll give you that. Yes. That did describe us. But also, stop it. Also, you should know us because we're representing our show. We're representing us, and you're coming in and you don't really know us. And so there'd be many times during promos where I felt that we were acting different than we normally would, and just playing a caricature of ourselves that wasn't really true to us because it wasn't the same crew. I don't know. It was just always very strange. It just always felt weird. So some promos that stick out to me are we did the first time I ever worked with both Nick Cannon and Amanda Bynes on the same day. I think who was the girl with the show, and it starts with a T. It's not Tiana, it's not Tamara, and it's this is gonna drive me insane. Let's talk about Academy Award winning Timothy Hutton while I look this up.
Timothy Hutton, Academy Award winner Timothy Hutton, Academy Award winner Timothy Hutton, Academy Award winner Timothy Hutton.
Taina! I was close. I said Tiana, and it was Taina. I think she was there. But that was one of the cooler promos because we got everybody together to promote Snick. And Drake and Josh were there, Amanda was there, Nick Cannon was there, I think Taina was there, I want to say she was, and then all of our cast was there, and we all had sunglasses on, and we were walking toward the camera all cool and slow motion. And it was, probably maybe the first and only time that whole crew was together at the same time in the parking lot of Nick on Sunset. And I was so starstruck because I was on all that, and I was one of them. I was in the Nickelodeon family, but I still watched all of these people before I was on all that. So definitely still starstruck by Amanda and Nick Cannon, and they're so sweet. All of them are just so kind, and Drake and Josh were always so funny, and they were always together, right? What you saw on TV that's how it felt in real life. They were inseparable, and they would always stick together, and they would riff off each other and make jokes, and they were super funny. So it was always a good time to be around them. But that was one of my more favoritist promos, and I got to work with Amanda on another one. Again, it was at like a studio we'd never been to, a crew I didn't know, like just a weird foreign environment. It's weird when you're a kid and we go to the same set every single day and we work with the same people. To then just all of a sudden just be called to do a promo, which is all new people, but you're still trying to play your same all that character. It was always strange to me. This is my family. But it was a cool promo that I can't find a lot of these on YouTube, which is a real shame because I think they're just all gone forever. Because like, where would I find a random promo from 2003 or whatever the heck it was? But something in this promo was there was wet cement, and it was me and Kyle and Amanda Bynes, and we were each trying to one-up each other with what we could do with the wet cement. And Amanda was like, I'm going to write my name in it. And then Kyle's like, I'm going to put my butt in it. And then he sits in it. And then I'm like, I'm going to put my face in it. So instead of having them put my face into the fake wet cement, they painted on a cement-looking texture onto my face. And I have a great photo of two of our actual hair and makeup people, which is nice. We on that promo, we did get Michael Johnson to do our makeup. But there's a great photo of them painting the cement onto my face, and Amanda Bynes steps in and grabs a paintbrush and helps them and is also doing it. So I think I've talked about this before, but since we're talking about promos, it was just cool because like I still idolized her, and you know, she's still one of the reasons I got into comedy in the first place. And so the fact that she's like, I want to do it too. And she jumped in and she's like painting my face with cement. It was fun. It was funny. And I was also very starstruck. And it was just a really cool moment that is a core memory and I will never forget it. I just love that goofiness about her. She's just like there watching them, you know, put this goop on me. And she's like, I want to do it too. I was always the same way though. Like I would always try to get in on that kind of stuff. I was in the hair and makeup room and they were, you know, doing something crazy to Jack's hair. Like, I don't know. I always wanted to be like, can I help? Can I do it? It's just fun. But that was a great promo. I have one, my biggest gripe with promos was one particular promo where, and I cannot find it online, and it makes me very sad because it was a great commercial and they played it a lot, but it's not on YouTube. I Google searched it. I need to do one of those like deep research ChatGPT prompts to try to find anything about this because according to the internet, it doesn't exist. But Nickelodeon was partnering with a movement called Verb. It's what you do. And the thing about Verb is they were trying to get kids to move. Because verb, it's action. Get up, move, run, play, swing, kick. So don't kick. Wait, you know what I'm saying? Punch. Punch, kick, slap, stab. No, none of that. That's not what we mean. But it's called Verb, it's what you do. And they selected me from the whole channel, from all the shows, to showcase how I could tap dance. And they flew me to New York, and we had this big, beautiful blue background, this big, gorgeous studio, and I tap danced for the camera. Like I did a little routine, and then I, you know, it's funny. I said not kick, but I think I did kick toward the camera at one point. I think it's like one of the only pictures from that commercial that I have, screen cap. I think it's like me kicking at the camera. So yes, do kick. Kick, it's what you do. So I did this cool thing where I was like, hey, I'm Lisa from all that. And like, I'm a tap dancer and I've been tap dancing this long. And like, it's my favorite thing and it brings me joy. And anyway, you should move to a Verb. It's what you do. And it was a great little commercial. And it was cool to feature my tap dancing like that because it was a weird talent that I had that not a lot of other people had. Like that was kind of the beginning of when tap dancing like wasn't really cool anymore. Like in the 90s with Savion Glover and like Bring in the Noise, Bring in the Funk and like Gregory Hines. Like that's when tap was like lit. Like tap was the thing to do. Everybody wanted to tap. And then now nobody gives a shit about tapping. Nobody cares. Just my boy Kenji, who's actually just on the news. He's Kenji is a tap dancer here in town, and he has performed with my band Von Bowl a couple times in the past, and he tours with Riverdance. He's like kind of like the American part of the show. Like he comes on and like does his thing. So cool, so talented. Love to see tapping still alive and well in some places in the world. Oh, my stomach is not real good. Wouldn't it be funny if I just threw up in the middle of the episode? I'm just like, yeah, it's a Disney Channel. Hold on. Yeah, so anyway, the Mickey ears, it's one big lump and then a line and then another lump. And that's the top of the head that everyone should do. And it's not that hard. Anyway, so Verve, it's what you do. It was a commercial. I got to tap. I got to show the whole world that I was a tap dancer. And it was really, really awesome. And they played it a lot on Nickelodeon. We got excited every single time it came on. My parents would just have Nickelodeon on TV like all the time because they would often either rerun all that, or they would show random commercials and promos that I was in. And my parents were like so stoked about that. And I got to tell you, I'd be the same way. If my kids, oh God, sorry. I'm dying. If my kids were randomly shown on a TV channel just throughout the day, you better believe I have that TV channel on all the time so that I could be like doing the dishes and then look up and then my kids just like getting pied in the face or something. It definitely happened a lot. Oh, there she is getting slimed again. Oh, I'm so proud. But no, it was awesome. So every single time. But that one in particular was cool because it wasn't just me getting pied in the face and it wasn't just me getting slimed. And it wasn't me throwing a cake into the camera, which was on another promo, but it was me showcasing a talent that I had worked very hard on. And it was kind of I can't focus because I said hard on and now I can't think of anything else. Oh, I had worked a lot. How do I say it? Not like that. I had worked hard at this particular talent. Guys, this is rough. It's rough today. Oh, my fork man fell down. This is just, everything's going wrong. Yeah, so that was just a cool thing, right? Like I was showing the world a really cool talent that I had. And then somehow like Verb went away and like that movement stopped or that company that was doing Verb is what you do. It's like it went away. But then Nickelodeon was like, this is a great idea. We're going to do it ourselves. So then they would start randomly grabbing other cast members and other people from shows and do their own version of it was literally the exact same thing as Verb It's What You Do, but it was like the Nickelodeon version of it. And those are everywhere. You can find those online, but you can't find mine. And I'm the one that started it. My commercial was first. And I want to see it, and I can't because it's gone. Because they stopped that, and then Nickelodeon did theirs. And now, of course, those ones are online, so you can find those. You can see Kyle yo-yoing. Oh, that kid and his yo-yo. The kid and his yo-yo. Oh my gosh, this kid yo-yoed 24/7. If you don't know this about Kyle Sullivan, dude likes to yo-yo. Dude yo-yoed all the time. Yo-yoing maniac. And he was really good at it. And at one point, he did try to teach me. At one point, I'm like, I'm going to yo-yo too. Because he would just always be on the set. It was, honestly, so much better than having a cell phone. Because now you get these bored kids and they immediately just like to the phone. Look, I do it too. We all do it. But his go-to thing to do when he was bored was to yo-yo. And the rest of us, our go-to thing to do when we were bored was annoy everyone around us and be loud. So, good on him. He always had a yo-yo in his pocket. And if there was a lot of time between scenes and they have to go fix this light and they got to go reset this thing and, you know, they just got to do, production's always got to do, everybody's doing stuff. And so we'd just often just be standing there just twiddling our thumbs like, okay, just any day now, you know, we're good to go. But Kyle would whip out that yo-yo and he would just start yo-yoing and he'd fling it this way and he'd come back around and he'd go forward and then again and he would like do that walk the dog thing, but then he'd yank it back and then one time he like jumped over it and he'd do that thing. It was so cool. I was like, this is awesome. Total nerd. Loved it. What a dweeb. I love him to death. That's why I can say that. He and I were BFFs, so I can say that. But at one point, I think it was like during season 8, I'm like, I'm gonna yo-yo too, and I'm gonna be just as good as you, because how hard can it be? It's just a little thing with a string. How hard can it be? So I went to the yo-yo store. Yes, there is a yo-yo store, and yes, I went to it, and yes, I purchased a yo-yo, exactly like the one that Kyle had, because I thought that's where the powers were, in the yo-yo, not me. If I get the right yo-yo, I can do all this crap, okay? Go to yo-yo store. Dude is like, you don't know what you're doing. I'm like, yes, I do. I totally will know how to yo-yo soon. And he's like, do you want to start with like a beginner's yo-yo? I'm like, no, give me that one. Give me the fancy one. And he's like, all right. I don't think that store made it through COVID. That's just it. It's so niche. There's no way. You have a brick and mortar store in LA that only sells yo-yos. You're done. There's no way. Dude, partner with a Dungeons and Dragons store. Although those are closing left and right too. Dude, the nerds they're dropping like flies. It's a real problem. So anyway, I tried to yo-yo. I was terrible. I think I learned like one trick. He helped me learn maybe the triangle. I think maybe I could do that. But then something happened and I decided to stop yo-yoing. And let me tell you what that was. Kyle actually talks about it in his commercial. So I'll play that. I'll play this commercial. Oh yeah, let's play it.
Once while I was waiting for the camera to roll, I was doing this trick and I accidentally clunked myself right in the head. I had a bump about the size of a yo-yo.
Yes, that happened. And I was there and I saw it. He does this thing, right? When he's doing tricks, he like throws it forward with like such force. And the yo-yo goes flying forward. And he was doing some trick and it went flying forward and then flying back. And bam, it hit him right in the head. And we were like, oh my gosh, that was funny. I wish I could see that again. No, it looked like it hurt a lot. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know yo-yoing had danger. I didn't know yo-yoing was dangerous. I'm not here for yo-yo danger. No, I thought yo-yoing was safe. I'm out. I'm done. I don't think I ever yo-yoed again after that. You see a yo-yo hit a dude in the face like that? Yeah, in the head. I think it was like forehead area, something. But he did have a big mark. You see that? There's no going back, right? It's the same thing. I don't go in the ocean. There's sharks, right? You just got to be smart about these things. Stay away from danger, right? So, yeah. So they got their cool little talent commercials. Good for them. And another promo we did that sticks out was actually, I think it was one of our first ever promos because they were introducing the all-new cast of All That with 7 ways to say all that.
And now the all-new cast of All That presents 7 ways to say all that.
And one was like, scream it from the top of your lungs, say it underwater, say it while jumping, and say it while swinging on a rope. In hindsight, these are not very good ideas. There could have been a lot. I don't know. They could have been more fun. It was fine. It was a good promo though. And then Kyle's was like with a mouthful of peas. Okay, that was pretty good. And mine was like, and on a cake. And then I got to slam this beautiful cake into the camera, which was just a sheet of glass in front of the camera. And I really had a hard time because the cake was so pretty and I really liked it. And I was a big fan of cake.
And on a cake.
And I'm like, this is a really pretty cake. You want me to smash it? This is a tragedy. But I will tell you, once I smashed it and we were done, that was the last shot of the day, I started eating that cake. I put my fingers right in that cake. Just off the glass. No shame. I was a kid. Yes, I'd do it again. I'd do it right now. And then there was some other promo. I don't know if it was that same one, but we were like all of us in a giant pair of underwear. My life is so strange. But that was fun, and I have a couple behind-the-scenes photos from that day. So I will show you those the viewers will see those. The audio listeners, you're just going to have to imagine it. You're just going to have to imagine 7 people in a pair of underwear. And whatever you're imagining is probably exactly right. Yeah. I wonder what other promo stories? Oh, yeah, we always did commercials for the Kids' Choice Awards, and those were always fun. But again, those ones definitely had a different crew, totally different crew. At one point, we did a whole series of promos where the All That kids were having a race, like boys versus girls, to see who could get the barrels of slime to the Kids' Choice Awards in LA the fastest. And we were like in the mountains for some reason. I don't know. We had to go, the slime truck probably broke down and we, for some reason, got the call and we had to go get the slime and save the day. Don't call Ernest, call the cast of All That. So we had to take these barrels of slime and it was all these locations. I remember one was up in the hills behind the Hollywood sign, very rough terrain, trees everywhere. And I do actually vividly remember standing near some trees with Kyle yo-yoing. Vivid memory, yes. Yes, he did it all the time, but I specifically remember him doing that among the trees. And that was a really involved promo that took all day, many days, different locations, uncomfortable settings. And it wasn't our crew. It was just like a bunch of people I'd never met before. And I was like, it's kind of a bummer. It like doesn't feel the same, right? It's like, yeah, your cast is your family, but also your crew is your family. And so, it just, the promos, whatever, they just never really felt right. But it was an excuse for us to get together, and which we always wanted to do. I mean, we were all each other's like best friends. Like we really did all get along so well. We had our little tiffs here and there, stupid stuff. Mostly the girls, right? Like, girls get into it every once in a while. Stupid stuff. Yeah, a couple arguments, I think, amongst the boys too. Whatever. It's all dumb, but it's just kid stuff, right? It was like our high school. So, yeah, there's some promo stories. I didn't know I was going to talk about that today. What I thought I was going to talk about was me doing a Shambong wrong. One minute you think you're a professional alcohol drinker, and then the next minute you're doing the Shambong wrong. And embarrassing yourself. I'm still embarrassed about this. This is not okay. I can't believe I did this. I'm mortified. And it's on video. Do you want to see? I'll show it to you. So, it was my friend Jess's birthday. Jess is awesome. She lives around the corner. She's the best. And then me and Jess and Jackie, who's also the best, we went out to brunch because they have the bottomless mimosas at brunch, and that is what we require, especially for a birthday celebration. And you've heard me talk about this before. There was an entire episode about the Shambong. It was like, beware the Shambong, right? Where I talked about the whole thing, how I'd never seen it before. And it's a champagne glass that is like in the shape of a V, kind of like a U with a skinny end. And then the glass ends. And then you drink it and you're like, go, go, go. And you drink the glass of champagne all in one gulp. Ooh. And it's great. It's a fun time. And then one day we had way too many, and I think I blacked out, and I don't really remember what happened that day. We won't talk about that. But yesterday we went out for the birthday celebration with Jess. Yes, it was hat themed, so we all wore something on our head. And Jess had this like fascinator with like little champagne bottles glued to it, and Jackie had this like beautiful pink thing, and I wore my rat bone tiara because I don't get to wear it very often. So any excuse to wear rat bones on my head, I will do it. So we're there. And they bring out the Shambongs. Yes, it's Shambong time. And I'm like, I'm going to film you guys doing it first. Go, yeah, because I wanted to video it. And they both did it, and it was great. And then they're like, okay, Lisa, now let's video you. So I'm like, okay. And they video me, and they turn the camera, and they hit record. And here I go, and I grab the Shambong. And what does your girl do? I drink from the wrong end. I drink from the glass end. That's completely missing the point of the Shambong.
Wrong way!
Oh, it's supposed to go this way.
Anybody can drink from the glass end. That's just drinking from the glass. That's just drinking. That's it. That's normal drinking. You're supposed to do it from the skinny end. And I didn't, and I failed. And I think about it every 5 minutes. And that's why I need to go to sleep. That's the major reason. Not because I'm terribly hungover and my liver is mad at me and my liver is marching around with a picket sign in my body. We're not gonna take it. Unsafe living conditions. We can't work like this. My poor liver. Shut up, liver. I'll give you 1 day to recover and then we're back at it. Anyway, thanks for being here for episode 75. I hope any of this was interesting or funny. I don't know. I'm hanging on by a thread today. Goodbye. Yo-yo and be dangerous like that. You gotta watch out. There's danger everywhere. I'm going to sleep.